biggest and most colorful party in the history of the Mandalay Canal, celebrates history.
This is amazing. It's so fun.
It's a good energy, good music.
This is Glow, marking 50 years of Las Colinas.
We knew we needed to do something big to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Las Colinas.
At this two-night event, all around, there are entertainers on the stage, on the water in gondolas,
nice vibe, and also kind of reminds me of New Orleans.
beating drums on the banks, and in the thick of the crowd to pose for pictures.
All of the people walking around that are glowing with different outfits. I love that.
Glow is lighting up the night for locals
We live down the street.
Walking distance from home.
and people from all around.
We've been here living in Texas for 17 years, and this is the first time we've known that there's a canal here.
What a great opportunity to really show off what we have down here.
And organizers have some surprises. Don't let this tranquil scene fool you. These are called Illumilati Ignices, lotus fireflowers, part of the art park at Gables Water Street.
I was passing by and saw flames, so we were like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, you can feel the heat.
These ones right here.
The crew shared the controls for a minute.
Good job, Libby. She doesn't want to give it up. Look, she pressed all 3 buttons. Go ahead, girl.
And talk about fired up.
That was amazing. That was the best performance I almost ever saw.
Pedal Power activates this feature.
I love to ride my bike, so this is really cool. This is like the next level.
While the focus is on fun, there is also respect for the history of Las Colinas and its founder, Ben Carpenter.
I've been involved in Las Colinas for 49 of the 50 years. Went to work for Mr. Carpenter in 1980. I think seeing all these people out here, he would be smiling and saying, okay, this is what I always hoped for.
Mr. Carpenter had a wonderful idea for a great community.
The Las Colinas Association hopes this event may help people rediscover area treasures.
This is an opportunity to bring people back on the canals, which has been somewhat quiet over the last few years.
Well, my hope is that people will just continue to see all of the growth happening here in Irving and to bring life back to this area.
Oh, that is like this all the time. Every weekend. Every weekend.
Being able to come down and show what we have down here in the canal in Las Colinas and what it means, to the city as being part of the city of Irving.
We've been here for 10 years now, and we don't want to move.
It is time for the fireworks finale as people share what makes Las Colinas special.
I definitely see us as a community.
It's an amazing place because I think it's so multicultural. It's
Beautiful. Love everything about Las Colinas.
A lot to recognize as Las Colinas celebrates 50 years.
Happy birthday, Las Colinas.
Happy birthday, Las Colinas.
Thomas Gandy for City Source. It's where summer and science collide. These girls are steering robots down a hallway at Irving's Lady Bird Johnson Middle School. Just one of many fun activities with a purpose that are part of Project Scientist.
This has been so much fun, so awesome. If I wasn't here, I'd probably be a sad sack of potatoes.
Which one do we need?
Project Scientist is an education-based nonprofit. We serve girls in STEAM programming.
What a fun surprise!
STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And this program is exclusively for girls.
So I'm going to show you an option.
Partners include the Irving Schools Foundation and CoreLogic.
We have noticed through kind of history that girls in STEM and STEAM sometimes feel like they can't do it. And so we really want to focus on giving the encouragement of you can do anything.
It's important because girls should rise up too, not just only boys. Because girls should be able to know that they're smart too.
Being among other girls makes me a lot more comfortable because whenever I'm with my brother and my dad, they're always making boy jokes.
It's been really fun getting to work with my classmates, so we got to do projects such as make a prosthetic hand.
Now, when she grows older, you're like...
So it's adjustable.
The week-long experience culminates at Irving's CoreLogic campus.
The girls are holding a celebration. The girls show off all of the things that they've worked on throughout the week.
Help me understand what you guys did here.
They get to share it with their parents as well as CoreLogic employees, so they get to really show off their accomplishments.
The crown turned out super good. I know it's hard to print out some of those points.
Yeah.
Organizers believe the impact will stretch far beyond this week and may stir new career goals.
I have so many options. I have millions in my head. I don't know what I want to be anymore. I want to work at CoreLogic. I want to be someone who saves endangered species. I want to be so many things.
New potential enhanced or even discovered through a week in Project Scientist.
So we want to get more women into the field so that we can deepen the perspectives that are in the STEM field and really help to change the world.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
42-year-old Stefano Gallaverna traveled to Irving all the way from Milan, Italy, to witness something he'd never seen before.
I wish to see an eclipse, so I said, okay, I have to do this.
Gallaverna is one of the thousands who visited Irving to view the total solar eclipse.
There's people from California, from New York.
I'm from Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington.
From Tokyo, England. They're from all over the world.
The City of Irving, Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Las Colinas Association all partnered to host 2 watch parties at Heritage Park and Levy Event Plaza. With all sorts of entertainment and free treats, organizers ensured this Monday afternoon was a true Sunday fun day.
So fantastic! Can't wait to try it.
That includes the world's largest edible moon pie, which caught the eye of Mayor Rick Stouffer.
You look at the chocolate, it's identical to it because it's sticky and you'll really enjoy it.
There's no question who the superstar of this show was, though, and it had everyone looking up.
It's once in a lifetime right now, brother.
The term once in a lifetime gets thrown around quite a bit. But unless you still expect to be here in the year 2317, this is your only chance to do this in Irving.
Boy, not only a good opportunity to show off our area, but also view phenomenal.
Just looks like a crescent. She called it a banana.
As totality approaches, the temperature drops.
It is so cold.
And the anticipation rises.
It's a tiny little hair. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Finally, the moment they've all waited for.
Got the pick.
The crowd completely in awe.
Only 1 o'clock!
And then, the sun slowly peeks back out from behind the moon.
It feels incredible to see that in real life.
For Gallaverna, it was well worth the more than 5,000-mile trip from Milan.
It was crazy, but you know, you have to do some crazy sometimes.
Because sometimes, once in a lifetime, really does mean once in a lifetime.
Eclipse 2024!
Robert Shee for City Source.
Clearly, Mark Hinsby knows golf. He won last year's Invited Celebrity Classic in Irving. But this is something different. We're on the hockey rink at the American Airlines Center.
I've never been on ice before, so this is interesting.
Now, do you have any strategy out here today?
I have none.
He is joining other star athletes for a unique competition.
There's no preparation when you're putting on ice. Here we go again, doing something I've never done before.
You can tell he's a professional golfer.
The challenge is to get a golf ball across the ice and into the goal.
Oh, look at this.
The problem being an athlete is you always think I can I can do it, and not so much today.
All of this is to generate funds for children's charities and generate attention for the Invited Celebrity Classic, the golf event coming to the Las Colinas Country Club April 15th through 21st. The athletes competing in this challenge are all returning for this year's Classic.
What made you want to come back?
When we were talking about just the experience of having all your fans come back out to enjoy, either get an autograph or a laugh, but also changes somebody's day with just a smile, that's the reason why I do it.
I mean, it's really a pretty remarkable opportunity to go hang out literally with your favorite athletes and your favorite celebrities.
I think it creates more interest when you got that sort of atmosphere, I guess, with athletes from other sports. I think it's pretty cool.
Irving's a great place. I mean, it's a jewel here in the Dallas Metroplex. And of course, Las Colinas Country Club is a magnificent club. We've done so much there. So it's great to show it off.
The coach that I know very well, still a member there.
On the celebrity side, Tony Romo won last year.
How's your game? Should Tony Romo watch out?
No, Tony's good. He's good. He doesn't have to worry about me, no doubt about it. Well, I can still hit it, I just don't know where it's going.
But in this challenge, Team NFL did win, thanks in part to this student's perfect shot.
This is good. This is good.
So First Tee Fort Worth received $5,000. Runners-up First Tee of Dallas and Momentous Institute also received donations. And everyone here is looking forward to the fun and competition.
We're just thrilled to be hosting again
at this year's Invited Celebrity Classic in Irving. Thomas Gandy for City Source.
4,300 of the greatest athletes on the planet. Runners, are you ready? Drum line, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's our 12th annual Irving Marathon.
Welcome to the streets of Irving.
Yes, you're crushing it! Fantastic! Are you kidding me?
It's right here in town. You can't beat it.
This is my first 10K in probably a decade, so I feel pretty good.
I've never been able to run with so many people that actually can keep up with me. So hey, and I can keep up with it, so it was great. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Nice little scenic ride all over Las Colinas.
The atmosphere, oh my God, the music, the scenery, everything, and the people.
What makes the Irving Marathon so special?
I think it's just the community, right? Everybody's supporting everybody, and the location is great.
Location? Like the realtors say, location, location, location. All the energy here is positive, and everyone running is like a team, so they're all encouraging.
Let's go!
All the people cheering me on as I was making my way. I'm on my own, but it didn't feel that way. Great experience for somebody like me with cerebral palsy. Just want to come out here, challenge myself, prove to myself that I can hang with everybody else.
We have gotten people to just be themselves. The way that we created that is by having the running events open to all fitness levels. So whenever we focus on wellness instead of winning, we as a community already are winning.
Your ladies 2024 Irving 5K champion.
This is one of the very few races where I see they have a custom medal for every distance, which means they respect every distance.
You don't have to be the fastest either, but you can dress up like an Easter bunny and maybe win the best dressed contest. We want to be motivating.
So there you have it in the half marathon.
The last mile and a half, I kicked it, so feel good. I'm standing right here, so I'm not on the floor.
PR! Woo! I was going for 1:59.59, and I think we beat that.
Jason was having fun out there.
I think I won Masters. If not, it was close.
Nice job.
I got help me down.
What does running do for you?
Running gives me energy. It's a lifestyle for me.
Love to see the finish line smiles.
Yeah, I love the fitness, and I want to be around for my grandkids and great-grandkids.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it. You can accomplish greatness.
It's like mental clarity. It's the time where I can turn my brain off and just go.
It makes you feel so good. Stronger, better, faster.
Thank you all for helping out the Irving Schools Foundation.
Ever since we started, we've been working with the Irving Schools Foundation.
8 scholarships a year.
It's great to see everybody from the community and just have a good time.
We're just grateful that we have a community like Irving.
Good medals, great support. It's one of the best races around.
His name is going to be Rock because he looks like Rock.
Leslie McCarter and other Irving kids are getting an up-close look at all of nature's wonders living in Victoria Park.
I caught him off!
From the little things that fly,
Hey, we got him! Look at him!
to leaves hanging from the sky.
These are what are called opposites.
Those swimming in the water,
It's a turtle! It's a turtle! Oh no, it's gone!
and the things that animals leave on the ground. Irving Parks and Recreation's Bio Blitz introduces these kids to everything
A heron!
nature has to offer.
The reactions on their faces, the way that they scream and squeal.
Whoa!
I really enjoy it.
Of course, the kids have funny questions
Sharper than a knife?
and funny answers.
This one probably came
A
from
giraffe!
the wonder and the joy that they have when they find something, the excitement. I get to share in that.
So these kids had most of their questions answered. What's in the water? What's that up in the tree? Ew, what's that on the ground? But we didn't get our question answered. How many people does it take to catch a grasshopper?
I'm telling you, he was this big.
There you go.
The big bad grasshopper was eventually scooped up.
Wow.
And after the group had a chance to learn about the insect, it was freed.
You're like, man, let me out of here.
Unfortunately for the grasshopper, these kids learned one more valuable lesson. The early bird gets the grasshopper.
Bird just ate it.
Robert Sheik for City Source.
Behind every single one of these pictures, there's a story.
Marking the date COVID-19 was declared a national emergency.
This is the official day 4 years ago that we started seeing our world change.
Rosie Davis is opening a new memorial called More Than a Number at Irving's Jack D. Huffman Building.
I want our community to know that their loved ones matter. Thank you all for coming.
The opening ceremony is attracting people from around the country.
I'm from upstate New York, from Tucson, Arizona. I came from Florida to be here today.
Deborah McCoskey-Reisert says time is not easing the grief of losing her brother.
Bobby was extra special. He was intellectually disabled, so even though he was 55, he was a big kid. He was a Salvation Army bell ringer. That was his favorite passion. I reached out to my mom and I begged her to fix my broken heart. She said she couldn't because her heart was broken too. On April 6, 2022, COVID snuck in and stole my mom too. Even though it's tragic that they were both taken by COVID, it's beautiful that they're remembered together in this memorial. There's a sadness that never goes away.
Along with seeing their loved ones on these pillars, they also take comfort in each other because they say COVID brought unique complexities to their grief.
I wanted to see her face one last time and to know that my mom sat in a freezer for a month. That is what fueled me to start Yellow Heart Memorial, because I knew there were other people out there just like me. Some of your stories are worse than mine. I wanted to make sure that my mom had a face and a name.
I didn't get to be with my dad. I had COVID. I accidentally brought it home. I was my dad's caregiver, and had I known, that's my biggest thing. A very cruel, cruel virus that a lot of people today mock and still make fun of.
While there are always a lot of tears, keeping memories alive can bring smiles.
As hard as it is to get up here, and I said I would not do it, he would have said, "Why did you not get up and talk about me?" He would have been.
This exhibit will be at the Irving Archives and Museum through April 7th. But even after it goes, this facility will continue to play a role. The city announced that the Irving Archives and Museum will serve as the permanent archival repository for the Yellow Heart Memorial.
By doing so, we commit ourselves to documenting this chapter of our history, not only for the sake of remembrance, but as a source of education for the generations to come.
What started out on this wall behind me is now something that's gone across the country.
Rosie Davis and her mother lived in Irving, so this is where she started the Yellow Heart Memorial in 2021. This simple beginning led to permanent memorials and big events nationwide. Now, she has a lot of plans for this current exhibit.
So the goal is to make this an actual traveling memorial. And we want to circulate it in Texas and then just see where it goes from there.
And I've heard so many times how I've helped so many, but you guys have helped me.
Together, they are sharing loss, lessons, love, and light through the Yellow Heart Memorial. Thomas Gandy for City Source.
Are you ready?
This fitness class
3, 2, 1, let's go.
is tough.
That's what I've been told.
Switch it up.
They're hitting the whole body, and they're just getting started.
That was a warm-up.
Chin up. Let's see those faces. You got it.
It's open to everyone, but since it takes place at the Heritage Senior Center,
Keep it going. Keep it going.
it attracts a more seasoned crowd.
I'm 63.
I'm 83.
I'm 78. Yeah.
Hattie Berry started coming with her daughter.
And we have a big wedding in September. So Grandma is trying to get in shape.
Yeah.
They are both seeing results.
I've lost 4 pant sizes and I quit smoking cigarettes.
I used to be on blood pressure medication, and the doctor has taken me off.
I am so happy that I can keep up with my grandkids.
I feel healthier, I'm stronger, got more energy.
Squat. Press.
David Martinez leads the classes.
Keep it going, Nelvia. Come on, you got it, girl.
He drew on his experience in traditional commercial gyms
They're like, whoa, what is this?
to overhaul what this center offers.
Up.
How many can you get?
Gradually, they started really liking it, and they loved the class. They loved the challenges.
He just makes the whole class so much fun.
This is easy stuff today, right?
When he goes, oh, it's going to be easy today, you know that's going to be hard.
All right, nothing hard. Easy.
Stuff that I used to do in spring training when I was in high school football, he had this ladies doing it. This is a tough group.
Don't give up, don't give up.
Hopefully, this is the start of something new with active adults.
Arnold Press around the world.
So forget what you have seen on Sit and Be Fit. Here, they are
off the chair, on the floor, doing full range squats.
And this is not sweating to the oldies either. This music is straight out of the clubs.
Oh, I love the music. It's dancing music. It's uplifting.
When you are exercising with people that really want to be here, it makes it fun.
You got it. Good job.
We just always try and make sure the participants' health is first.
If you need to modify, you can also modify with your chair.
He always show modifications. Everybody goes at different pace.
Pass it, working on that core.
They keep going for a full hour, 4 times a week.
There you go, Nilvia. Looking good, Leslie.
This class is a total body workout. Then on Tuesdays, a lot of them come back for a session focused on
butts and guts. And it gets somebody. You can hardly walk.
I was told, could you change the name? You know, Butts and Guts sounds a little strange, but I decided to keep the name.
Because that's what I need. Gut and butt.
To get a slight giggle out of it, and they like to try it.
Joanne looking good. Barbara looking fantastic.
David Martinez is determined to make a difference for these participants.
That they can improve their quality of life. That's the most important thing.
We're hanging there.
And they are with him all the way.
I think you live a longer life if you exercise.
I feel like I'm getting closer to being healthy, and so I enjoy it.
If they can do it, I can do it.
Not everybody can hang. So these are some tough seniors.
5, 4, 3.
They prove it in every class.
That was it. That was easy. Always easy in here. Good job, y'all.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
In 1953, it's a thriving city with a population of over 14,000 in the city limits.
So many memories.
As a kid, I remember coming down from Mom.
Made over many decades.
A lot of us used to go there and get chili all the time.
All in downtown Irving.
Been at a counter, ate lunch there many times.
Under and around this sign.
Was hometown. It was special.
The Big State neon sign is coming down off the building.
Teams start by taking off the neon tubes. As word spread of the sign's removal, people turned out to capture the moment.
Had to get some pictures. It was always just a point of reference to where I grew up.
After operating more than 65 years, Big State Drug closed in 2014 and soon reopened as a restaurant. But business was not as strong as it needed to be, and Big State again closed in 2022. The building's new owner did not want this sign and put it up for sale.
We really wanted to try to preserve it. So we contacted the new owner of the building and made arrangements to purchase the sign.
And it's an opportunity for the city to preserve history.
It wasn't budgeted, Adam. It came up all of a sudden.
The nonprofit Friends of the Irving Museums is raising money to pay for the sign's removal and next steps. More on that in a minute. First, the sign has to come down.
Don't do it every day.
And crews are hitting some challenges.
They just told me it's only got one bolt in there holding it together, so I'm a little nervous here. That's why we just put the extra straps on it.
Terry Waldrum has a lot of ties to this project. His sign shop is within walking distance, and he's a former city councilman.
I've lived here my entire life. It's part of history. We tend to lose that these days.
With some careful work, the removal process is successful, and crews start to carefully load the sign onto a trailer.
The first step is to put it in safe storage, make sure that we have all the measures in place to preserve it.
It is too large to fit inside the Irving Archives and Museum, so teams will have to decide where it will go.
The selling of the sign came so quickly that it was immediately the project and the focus became to get it to the right place and get it stored properly so that we will have an opportunity to do something with it when that time comes.
People we talk to are happy to see the preservation.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Irving.
Children need to see that too. They need to see how history changes.
I hope that people take away from it once it's eventually placed back on display in some location is that they have a chance to reflect on their memories.
As for the building, the owner confirmed to me that a seafood restaurant is expected to open here early this spring. But there will always be Big State memories that will live on even as downtown Irving evolves.
And this would be an artifact from a time when Irving was a small suburban town just starting to grow.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
This is an Ajax.
It weighs 18,000 pounds. I can probably move an 8-inch round billet with that machine.
It's one of the many machines in Larry Whiteley's studio, which he uses to create art. Larry is a local Irving sculptor who specializes in one-of-a-kind pieces which are fabricated using metal.
I was heavy into cars, and I completely got tired of that. And my mother-in-law's an interior designer, and I just kind of fell over into that. I like taking something and using my voice to create that piece, to show you kind of how I saw it that day or that moment, and it tells a story.
He has several pieces around the city, including this one at the Irving Art Center.
The nests all represent family.
And you can find his work throughout the Metroplex at luxury hotels like the Ritz-Carlton in Dallas.
We created an arched trellis out of metal. So everything's metal. And so when you walk in, you just feel like you're brought into a different type of space.
Larry's unique style of art is formed with pieces that have a special touch rather than look.
I don't talk about it a lot, but I'm slightly colorblind. So I'm drawn to like texture. If you took all the leaves that I've made, every leaf is different. So everything is one of a kind.
Though his studio is based in Irving, his rare handmade artwork has traveled throughout the US and Europe. And Larry hopes to continue sharing his passion for sculpting with the world.
We need all the hands we can get.
These are the sounds of success that help set up Supplies for Success, the annual initiative of the Irving Schools Foundation to make sure students start the school year right.
This is our favorite time of year. We're getting back to school and we rely on the community to make this happen.
We're building backpacks and you're thinking about the students that are going to be going through the school year, how they're going to be impacted by receiving this backpack. It's a fun way to give back.
Over a 2-week period, volunteers filled about 6,000 backpacks, all to get ready for this. It's the distribution event at Irving High School.
I'm so excited this year. We're finally back in person. COVID threw us a curveball. We had to go to a drive-through scenario.
Good morning. How are you? This indoor walkthrough format means the return of the resource fair, where families learn what's available to them in the community, such as City of Irving recreation centers.
I'm like, you need to come, enjoy it. This is for y'all. Oh, yeah.
The Irving Fire Department offered photo ops and earlier helped collect some of the donated supplies.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, it's neat when you go into a fire station, you see a pile of supplies or backpacks. It's a neat feeling to see the citizens of Irving helping the families that need it.
Have you ever read Stella Diaz?
New this year, Irving ISD is offering free books to help families build home libraries.
Just like having that ownership and knowing that these books belong to them is really important. So being able to provide that for them is really special to us.
Across the street, the new home of the Police Athletic League was open for a preview. But the big deal of the day, those backpacks. Check out the mountain of them.
It's just amazing as you go through here. You'll see volunteers that are in their teens and you'll see volunteers that are in their 90s.
Those volunteers work to keep the line stocked. Have you set a record? How many backpacks can you carry at once?
10. I'm tired.
And even taking on excavation missions when needed. All to make sure kids get just
Captain Marvel?
the right
No?
one.
Who's your favorite
favorite.
You probably remember, backpacks are important, right?
Exactly. You got to be amongst the cool kids.
Families appreciate all of the effort.
It feels great and wonderful. I'm a single grandparent raising my grandson, and this is helping me a lot.
No.
There we go. We got a winner.
And everyone we talked with believes the massive show of generosity by donors and volunteers says a lot about the city of Irving.
Every year, it is so overwhelming to us as an organization when we start seeing these numbers and when we hear the need. And the best part about it is that the city of Irving, all of the residents step up, and we've never had to say no to a child.
It means the city is a community, right? There's a lot of cities that are just cities, but this is a community.
It's amazing that our city comes together like this, but we realize how important education is and how important our young people are.
So they are able to send students on their way with full backpacks to start the school year, all because of Supplies for Success.
It's just the warm welcome we want them to have.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
Today is called the Day of the Dead, or in Spanish, El Día de los Muertos. It's where you come and honor your family members that are no longer with you or with us. And you go to the ofrenda, which is kind of an altar that has both food and photos of your family members that are interred in the cemetery where you're visiting them. And so this is a tradition that is here in the Americas. And where better than to have it right here in Las Colinas.
Embracing death, seeing it as a celebration and nothing to be scared of, a way to kind of see the family members that's passed away, and to celebrate as a community too, so they kind of know more of our past and our history.
We've seen the people in the makeup and stuff before, but we never understood what that meant. So now we understand. Basically, the whole thing is about a celebration of lost loved ones. And we've experienced different food tastings, which we enjoyed, and my wife always loves the shopping. So my wallet's a little lighter.
Me quitarán de quererte, llorona, pero de olvidarte nunca.
I think it's important to keep our traditions, to learn about our heritage, pretty much our origins, and something that came back from the Aztecs, Spaniard conquest, and then how everything evolved into something that we have today.
I'd highly recommend attending. This is our first one, and we will definitely be frequent attendees moving forward.
Both Irving firefighters and lifeguards spend a lot of time training.
Bring those arms up.
Now they're doing it together. Imagine this scenario. Someone rides the tall water slide at the West Irving Aquatic Center. He goes all the way down and somehow gets injured.
All right, on 3, we're gonna lift up. 1, 2, 3. Step in, stepping out.
Lifeguards would be the first to respond.
Lowering gently.
They would call 911, then firefighters would move in.
Perfect.
We are all one safety team, so getting familiar with each team and how we work well together and communicate is extremely important.
We want training to be seamless. That way, when in real world scenarios, we know what to expect from the lifeguards and they know what to expect from us.
You grab where her arms are, right here.
In another scenario, they respond to a simulated spinal injury.
It's important because, well, we both learn from each other.
And just getting smoother and quicker in our saves and rescues.
Everyone involved sees the value of this training. Although real emergencies at aquatic centers are rare, they do happen.
I'm always on my toes on this job because I don't know what's going to happen today.
I've done a personal cardiac arrest save. It was absolutely amazing getting to do that. I knew exactly what I was doing, and then they came over and knew exactly what they were doing. When you are at the same pace and the same tempo, it's just smoother and efficient.
Successful outcomes are the result of practice and relationships they develop.
Ultimately, the training is designed so that we work kind of like a zipper. You know, we fill in where they are going to be bringing a patient to us, and we inform them, hey, this is what we're going to be bringing with us.
We are here to serve the citizens of Irving, and anybody who comes to visit the city, they know that they're going to get the best experience. If something unfortunate happens and we respond to an emergency, we know that we're going to work well together. All right, shove them up on the board.
It's a renewed focus on integrated training to make sure they are all ready to respond when the need is urgent.
We're doing our shelter pet Thanksgiving.
We made like a feast for them, essentially.
Ooh, I don't know what number we're at now. We're just trying to get everybody a little taste of home while they wait on a forever home.
These dogs will think they died and went to heaven.
A little bit of turkey, chicken, carrots, green beans, pumpkin, corn, and a little bit of whipped cream on top.
All the stuff that's really safe for your pets during the holiday and avoid any bones for sure.
There was no extra preservatives or syrups or anything like that.
And it's such a small thing we can do for them.
They're gonna be so excited. I think as soon as they smelled the turkey and the chicken, they were like, oh, that's definitely something I want to be a part of.
They like to eat fast, a lot of them. So as soon as they smelled the food and saw it, they were right there on it.
I get to lick a bowl?
It's amazing. It really warms my heart. I know that the dogs can feel that.
I need more. She took the whole bowl.
The dogs don't know it's Thanksgiving.
No, but we do. We definitely know it's Thanksgiving, and most of us, with our fur babies at home, we spoil them on the holidays. They deserve to get a little taste of that too.
Put some extra on for him.
This is a great opportunity to do that and really show them the love that we have for them and the care that we want to give them so we can find them the best home.
So rewarding, and I get a little like emotional because they don't have their owners yet. You know, they don't have a home yet. So we try to make here as best of a home as we can.
More.
It really just kind of gives you a good sense of why we do what we do. We care for these animals and we want the best for them.
The animals here are so loving and they deserve to be in a home with them, and I hope it just encourages more people to adopt.
Begin driving.
Army veteran Samasoni Lalea and his family traveled from Alaska to Irving.
So this is all Irving? Yes, sir.
For an interview with Operation Finally Home, a nonprofit providing homes to injured veterans.
Last night, he told me this interview. I didn't sleep.
And I was telling him, make sure you say the right thing, please.
Probably 2 minutes.
A look around them soon reveals there is more to the story.
We like to say we don't lie, we embellish the truth a little bit.
What's going on here?
Lights, sirens, and motorcycles surround them.
Are we in trouble?
I gotta come clean with you.
What? What's up?
This is all for you guys.
Turn left. The what?
You passed the interview.
The Laleas will receive a new mortgage-free home from Operation Finally Home and its partners.
I'm Rick Stouffer. I'm the mayor here. Welcome to our city.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Very much appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
I'll make it out, all of you.
You betcha. You betcha.
Feel overwhelming. Just overwhelming. I'm so grateful and thankful for all this.
This is our ever first home. We had never lived off base since our whole military career. We never owned a home.
What a great day in Irving, Texas. Yeah. It's a great day when we can do something for someone who has done so much for us and for our country.
Army Sergeant First Class Sam Lalea served for more than 20 years, including 3 deployments to Iraq. He earned 2 Purple Hearts after sustaining injuries that still affect him.
Broke all over. The knees can't go where they want to go. You just got to hold them together.
You have great neighbors. They're sitting right here.
Irving's previous Operation Finally Home recipients turned out to offer a welcome.
It's bigger than just receiving a home. 5 years ago, my groundbreaking ceremony happened.
But it was such a blur, and it comes back like periodically where I'll just be sitting in the house and be thinking about things and be like, oh my God, that really happened.
Welcome to the city of Irving. It is the best city here in all of DFW. So welcome. We love you already.
This is our 3rd home that we've done with Operation Finally Home. It's a great organization, and we have another one that we'll be working on as a 4th.
What a special partnership it is between Operation Finally Home and Irving, Texas. There's not a partnership like this anywhere in the country.
Municipalities just generally don't do what the city of Irving has done, where you're actually donating lots for us to be able to honor veterans and first responders.
Be eating barbecue all the time. We love to cook. All the island food here. We love to cook. Everybody can, welcome to come here at our house.
I can already feel the relaxing. Everything's friendly over here. This is the kind of neighborhood I want.
Yeah, once you guys get here, we'll drive around, look at some stuff, go to the Toyota Music Factory.
They will have the support of neighbors and a grateful community showing their appreciation for military service through Operation Finally Home.
3.
Thank you, Irving, for welcoming me and my friends.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
You know him as the mayor of Irving, but his wife Melanie gets to see a different side.
If you could see Rick in Dominican Republic trying to do the salsa with some of our friends, you'd understand what he's really like.
Melanie and Mayor Rick Stouffer's story began in a South Dakota hospital.
I had been in a really bad car accident, and when I woke up, there was this young man that was bringing the girl in the bed that was sharing the room that I was in magazines and just being so nice to her.
That young man was Rick Stouffer visiting his sister after her appendicitis.
That's how it started. I kind of chased him after that.
And so then she would say, well, is there a way we can get together? She'd tell her friends, well, I'll go out with you if we're going out to see where Rick is.
Not long after that, the two began dating and fell in love.
He's quite the romantic.
Rick encouraged Melanie to go to college and maintained a long-distance relationship.
And I knew that it was important for Melanie to go to school because she had a lot of potential. But I used to write her a letter every day and send it to her.
The fact that he was taking the time to write me a letter every day was kind of mind-blowing.
Eventually, the two wed on June 4th, 1977.
The hottest day that I ever remembered in my life in South Dakota.
Like 100 and some degrees in a little country church. My youngest sister fainted. She was
my bridesmaid, one of my bridesmaids, and fell off.
My dad caught her.
After an unforgettable wedding and successful careers in South Dakota, a new job for Melanie at IBM brought both her and Rick to Irving.
It was kind of like we found a place that reminded us of home.
Irving had a familiar small town feel while offering the opportunities of a big city.
You can find that small town relationships if you get involved with organizations.
And while there are many places in the city they love, their favorite spot is the Valley Ranch Canals.
We love being on the canal and walking it together or running it or whatever.
Her running it by herself, and then I just wait here.
It wasn't long before Rick got involved with the city in 1992, representing Valley Ranch on the Planning and Zoning Commission. He then went on to serve 14 years as a city council member. Eventually, he surprised Melanie by wanting to run for mayor.
I looked at him and I said, I thought we were done. No, I don't.
She's speechless. That's kind of what it was.
That really was. I was like, are you serious?
Melanie supported his dream, but Rick also wanted her to retire and join him on this journey. So the two made a bet.
I said, I'll retire if you win by more than 70% of the vote. Statistically, it's not possible. It just can't work. And he got 72% of the vote, so without a runoff. So there we go.
It's something I always dreamed about. It's been an amazing experience to see the city grow and to be part of this.
I've been proud of him, but I think I am big. But at the same time, I think that I always knew what type of job he would do because Rick never does anything part-time.
It's that kind of support that has contributed to their successful 49 years together, along with their independence, passion for travel, compromise, and one major rule.
You know, we also don't argue. No. We made that agreement a long time ago.
2 arguments in 49 years.
How's that?
Well, I usually give in. No. I mean, it's really it has to be really something major to get upset about it.
We just made that decision. The life's too short.
Ultimately, the two truly love and accept each other for exactly who they are.
Toss like a boss.
Like a boss. Like a boss.
Don't be some clueless piece of floss. Look for this triangle and toss it like a boss.
Like a boss. Like a boss.
Aluminum cardboard. Of course, this piece of glass. Only losers take an L and toss those in the trash.
Like a boss. Like a boss.
Obviously, paper and most kinds of plastic. If you see this on the back, air it out like a quarterback and toss it like a boss.
Like a boss. Like a boss.
It's so easy to do. Start recycling tonight. For more information, check out our website.
Like a boss, like a boss, like a boss, like a boss.